This is a SsangYong Korando Ventura. This one here is a 1.5 petrol turbo automatic. This is in the platinum grey colour. Comes with two keys, both lock and unlock. It has front and rear sensors. Here are the rear sensors. Down there. To open the boot, there's a little rubber button just there that opens up the boot. So this is your boot space. If you go inside, we can see a bit more of the boot. So you've got these boards that you can have up or have down. You can even put the boards in there like that, so it halves and halves your boot. You can take the parcel shelf out and put the parcel shelf underneath here if you wanted to as well. So you've got that capability as well. So I'll shut this door. Let's move back. Keep showing you around. The fuel cap is on the passenger side. What we'll also do is we'll show you where the tyre pressure is. So the tyre pressure is always on the inside of the driver's door. So there you go. There's your tyre pressures and what tyre pressure you need for each wheel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here and I'll work my way across, and hopefully I'll show you everything there is to do about your vehicle. So first things first, I'm going to put the key in ignition. Turn the key so I have power. Right, start from here. You've got electric windows all the way around. Nearest to the door is the driver's side. You have a button here that when you can hit, and it stops other people's windows from working. So you can be able to turn the windows off if you wish. When the car gets up to 5 miles per hour, the car will lock itself up. So if anyone tries to grab the handle on the outside, they won't be able to get in, but you'll be able to get out from the inside. You can override this by hitting this button here. Same like as well, if you're in a bit of a dodgy area and as soon as you get in the car you want to make yourself feel safe, you can hit that button as soon as you get in the car and it'll lock you into the car. So you've got this one here that you turn left or right to say what mirror you want it to control, and then use it like a joystick and then it'll move the mirror glass around for you. You've got a button that folds your wing mirrors in and out. Now if you can leave this setting on the middle like I've just put it to, that will then lock and fold the wing mirrors in when you lock the car up. Okay, so what else we can show you from here? We've got our bonnet release down here as well. This is for the seat, so this one, which will be the one between your legs, moves you back and forth. This one here, you go middle to top will make the seat pump up, or middle to bottom will make the seat go down. And you've got this one here that brings the back of the seat up for you. So let's get in the car and have a look at the other functions. You have got lane key, and the idea of that is you get a little white one of them down the bottom end, and if it's white it means it's on, and then if it's driving along and it reads the road markings, it will turn green. That basically means it's active. And the idea of that is you're driving along, if you try and move the steering wheel slightly, it will bleep at you if you become out of your lines. It's a really good system. It does do the job really well. You will find a little bit of resistance in the steering as you're turning, and it will bleep at you to say that you're coming out your lane. You can override it by hitting this button. It turns it off completely. You've got these two buttons here, which basically make these dials brighter or darker for you. So you have that functionality as well. The P off does not flick the bird at the person who's cut you off, which will be a better idea. It actually turns the parking sensor noise off As to why you want the parking sensors noise turned off, I have no idea. I'd rather have a beep, beep, beep than a constant, you know, bang noise. So I'd rather have that. Next to that, you have got the headlight level adjustment as well. So you've got that feature as well. There's that you can put the lights back onto the road if your back end's lowered down and your front's raised up. So what we've got here, we've got some controls on the steering wheel. So let's go through them for you. So we've got our cruise control. So if I hit this one, it will come up on the screen saying auto cruise standby. So it does that. And then what I do is basically use the speedo, get to the speed that I want, and then hit that button down. That'll then set the speed for me. So say we're set at, say, 60 miles per hour. We're driving along, minding our own business. Some plonker pulls out in front of us. Don't worry about putting your feet on the pedals, feet on buttons and stuff. Just put your feet on the pedals and you'll take full control of the vehicle. Okay. The car also comes with speed limiter as well, and basically that works exactly the same as cruise control. But the difference is the speed limiter. You set a speed limiter, and it will not let the car go above that speed. Whereas cruise control, you set cruise control, it will basically tell the car not to go below that speed. So ideally, if you're doing things like motorway driving and you've got the average speed cameras, you're probably better off using the speed limiter personally. Now this little button here can change the screen settings in there for you. So you can see you've got trip A, trip B, departure, drive range, so how much fuel in miles in the petrol tank, how long it's been driving for. And then this one here will be your tyre pressure. So this will show you your pressure in your tyres as you drive along if it needs to. Sometimes when you're driving along, if you go through a bump on the road, this sign will automatically come on the car. It's just basically telling you it's checked your tyre pressure, everything's okay, or it will tell you that you need to go and put air in your tyre. So you've got that bit. Then this button here basically makes this screen go different. So at the moment you can see the little car at the top corner, which is this screen here. If I hit this button again, it moves it over. You can have it as a digital speedo. You've got two settings that you can use, and you move this button here to have it on which setting you want. If I then try and move to the next setting, it'll then show me my auto cruise standby, driver alert, which I quite like. So what this car will do, as it gets to know you and you get to know it, it records how you drive. So basically, if you then start getting a little bit tired and being a little bit erratic, the car will actually sense that, and the car will actually let you know and say to you, maybe it's time for a tea break. So I quite like that idea as well. I think that's really, really good. If I hit this button again, it'll then put me onto DAB. So it shows me my DAB radio setting. And it shows that I'm listening to BBC Radio 1. Next one along is my settings. And then I can go through all my settings of the car here for me as well. So you've got all of that there. So we've got our horn here. This side, this is for you to answer your phone calls. This is the volume for your radio, or if you're speaking to someone on the Bluetooth you can't quite hear them, you can use that to actually turn them up and down. The mode button basically tells the car to go from like FM, AM to DAB. Then you've got this one here, which is the voice recognition, which is for your Apple and Android CarPlay, which we'll go through as well. You have got on an automatic Korando these little paddle shifts, so you can go up and down the gears yourself if you wish. Personally, I never used it because if I spent all this money on an automatic, I'd want the car to do it for me. Other than that, you have got auto lights, so you can change the light settings. If you leave a light what they are now, they're on auto lights. Otherwise, you can do your front and rear fogs yourself. Over here, we've got the radio system, infotainment system, which I'll go through eventually. I just want to start from down this end and work my way up. You've got your cup holders. This one's for your electric handbrake. So you push down, take the handbrake off, but you have to have your foot on the brake, and then flick up to put the handbrake on. You then got what we call auto hold. So auto hold, what that does is, say if you're stuck in traffic and you're pulling up, you can actually keep your foot on the brake. It'll then go after a couple of seconds, oh, you've been here for a little while, it'll actually put the handbrake on for you. So then you can take your feet off the pedals, and then as soon as you put your feet back on the pedals, it'll then take the handbrake off for you. It does that for you as well. The A off button is the intelligent stop start. And like I say, it is intelligent. This car will work out, can I restart you? Is there enough energy in the battery to restart the engine if I turn you off? And what it does, sometimes it won't. If you don't use the car often enough, or using it a lot recently, it will then go, oh no, I better leave you running. And then what happens otherwise is, as you're driving along and you come up to a set of traffic lights or anything like that, if you've been waiting there for a little while, what it does is it drops the rev counter from 1,000 back down to 0. And as soon as you take foot off the brake, boom, it comes back to life for you. You also got squeak lines that says off, which is ESP, which is electronic stability program. So basically it keeps pressure on each wheel as it goes around corners, so you're less likely to wheel spin. The one here is downhill assist braking. So the idea of that is, if you was going down a hill, it will set the speed to say 2-3 miles per hour, and it will actually brake for you as you go down the steep hill. Personally, I'm a bit of a control freak. I don't know if I can get my head around that, but that's the idea of it. So when we're driving the vehicle, I'm just going to turn the engine on just so we can see this. If I pitch this button, I can put it into reverse. It shows me the reverse camera. So basically, pretend my hand is a car. As we're going back, it will take up more and more of the screen. When you get to the orange line, yes, you can put stuff on the floor, open the tailgate up, you've got a bit of room. You can go all the way up to the red line. You'll be able to get the tailgate open, but not necessarily be able to put things on the floor. Or you can actually see the bottom of your bumper, and you'll be able to park right up close to something. If you go down another one, it puts it into neutral. Again, it tells you here down the bottom here what gear you're in. But if you're going to drive, it will say D. So drive nearest to the driver, it will do all the gears for you. If you push over to the right, the left, you can then go up and down the gears and choose the gears yourself. So back on the screen, it now shows that we're in gear 1. I can push up and it will put me into gear 2, push down puts me into gear 1. If I then move the gear stick back to the driver, so right, it then puts me back into drive. And we'll put this back into park for now. So we've got that aspect for you as well there. Alright, so what we've got a USB port, which you can plug your MP3 player or iPod into, or you can plug your phone into, and then you can use the wire, providing transfers data and charges into here, and then it will give you Apple and Android CarPlay. With Android, it will be Android Auto. You're going to have to download the app prior, but you'll then still need your official wire. If it's Apple Play, it seems to work straight away with Apple Play, so all you need to do is just put your official wire in. You've also got 12 volts there as well. These are your heated seats. So 3rd degree burns, 2nd degree burns, lukewarm. And then again for off. And you've got one for the driver's side, one for the passenger side. Next buttons here is basically all to do with the air conditioning. So we'll start with this one here. Fan speed. Turn the AC on and off. Circulate the air that's in the car, or grab the air from outside. I always circulate the air that's in the car, because to be honest with you, I find that if it's grabbed it once and warmed it up or cooled it down, when it goes to grab it again, surely it doesn't have to work as hard. So that's my theory on that one. So I always circulate air in the car. Same like I don't want the smug and the dirtiness of outside getting in, yeah, and the horrible smells. So basically I can then have all where I want my wind to go. So I normally have it on window and feet, so that's where I normally have it on. And then this one is your temperature. You've got your heated screen and heated window on either corner as well, and then you've also got your hazard light in the middle as well for you. So let's go through the infotainment system for you now. So this one here is your on and off button, also your volume. We hit on radio, it does 1 bank of FM, 2 bank of FM, then to medium wave, then to DAB. So we'll focus on DAB because let's face it, DAB's meant to be the future and the way forward. I like DAB in the sheer case I don't have to remember all the frequencies that I need. So basically, if I want to change the radio station now, all I do is hit on this button here. It'll list all the radio stations for me in alphabetical order. And then basically I just need to find what I want to listen to. So let's try and find a bit of heart. Let's go heart 80s. So hit on heart 80s, and that's there now there for me. I can do the volume on the steering wheel, or I can do the volume now. And there you go, it shows me that's on. Now I've got all these presets here, so I can store this in any preset I want. So I'll hold the button down until it peeps, and then it will store it in for me. So that's how you use your radio. The mode button, you tell it to go from radio to media to Apple Play or Android Play. You even got voice memos as well. It's got a feature to it. What we're going to do now is going to show you how to pair your mobile phone to it. So hit the phone button, it's going no Bluetooth device connected. Would you like to connect one? So I say yes. That's now sending out a code. So open up my phone, go into my settings, go into Bluetooth, give it a second or two. Hopefully, there you go, SsangYong Audio. Click on that. 066029. Yep, that's what's on the screen. Hit pair to that. Pairs your phone. Now it's asking me, does it want me to allow them to see my contacts? So I say allow. It does that for me as well. So, looking on the screen now, I've got an old-fashioned telephone number that I can ring, and hit green and it'll make the phone call ring. I can go back with this button here. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to hit on contacts. If I hit on contacts, use this little button up the top here, hit on that. That is now going to download all my phone contacts to the car. So give it a second or two because it prepares. It all depends on how many phone numbers you've got in your phone as to how quickly this goes and takes, or how slowly it goes, either way. So all my contacts are now on, and now literally I can scroll up and down, then hit on the name of the person I want it to ring. Same like if I'm driving along, minding my own business, listening to the radio will die down, and then all of a sudden it will come up on the screen as to say who's calling me, providing they're in my phone. It will show who's called me. I can tap the screen to answer the phone call, or I can tap this button here to answer the phone call. What I find, there's a little life hack for you, what I find is I've got like 240 people on my phone. Blimey, I've had this phone for donkeys. There's probably people there that I haven't spoken to for years. So what I normally use, I actually normally use my call history, because it will literally show the last people that I've rung and spoken to instead. I find that probably a little bit easier. So you've got that as well. So you can use that capability. If you want to put more than one phone on it, all you do is hit connect, and then go add new, and then do exactly the same with your phone to find a new person. And then once you've done that, you then come to this screen to say which person you want it to talk to. It will show me my battery strength, and the fact my Bluetooth's on. I can play my music as well from it as well, that I've got on my phone via my Bluetooth if I wished as well. So that is basically how you pair your phone to the car. So what we're going to do next is going to show you how Apple and Android CarPlay work. Like I say, I haven't got an Android phone, I've only got an Apple phone. I find that easier. With Android, what you need to do is you need to download an Android Auto app from the App Store, put that on your phone. So with Apple, you'll need your authentic lead. So this will be a lead that transfers data as well as powers your car or your phone. Yeah. So I'll stick that into the USB. As soon as I do that, what's going on here? Right, as soon as I've done that, then got to open my phone up to let it finish it off. So allow. So CarPlay is now there, so I hit on that. There you go. It's now gone straight into my music. It has. So I can hit on here. It'll do my playlists and everything like that for me. And then go, right, okay, where's my playlist that I want to listen to most? I can play my top 25, everything like that for me as well. A bit of Foo Fighters, a bit of Nirvana, and then literally all I do is hit the name and start playing them for me. So it's got that capability there. I really like this because it's a sheer case of it will show you the pictures of the things if you download them onto your phone, so you can see what's greyed and what's not, which is what's been downloaded to my phone and what's in the cloud. Okay, so that's your radio, or sorry, the Apple Play, so you can play the music off of your iTunes. If I hit on to the map button, this shows us the map. So what I can do now, which to be honest, I actually find the map on the car, on maps on cars like say on the Ultimate, it's not as good as the actual Android and Apple CarPlay maps, because let's face it, they're more up to date. They actually give you live traffic reports, the ones on your phones. So use that. It's a better system. So what we can do is I can hit this button here, go destination, Dominion Theatre.
I found one option, Dominion Theatre on Tottenham Court Road in London. Is that the one you want?
Yes.
Here's a place matching Dominion Theatre.
Then all I do is hit go. And then what
Starting route to Dominion Theatre.
it starts the route to the
Proceed to the green, then turn left.
How cool is that? I don't have to worry about telling it, finding the postcode. I can just speak where I want to go. It will also work with the postcode as well, but I can talk it rather than type it in. So again, another thing I really like about using Apple Play. I can hit on this button here. This will bring me to my main menu, which very much looks like what's on my phone. If I hit on the SsangYong one, it'll bring me back into the SsangYong stuff. Otherwise, I hit on the CarPlay button and bring me back to here. Again, I've got my phone there as well. It shows you my contacts from there as well. I can hit that button again and ask Siri to make a phone call to whoever I want in my phone. So I can do that as well. What else can we do? What I also like is my messages. It will show you my messages. If a message comes through, you can hit this button and go read out text message, and it will read out the text message for you. It will then ask you to dictate a message back, which you can do, and then it will send it for you. So it just makes life a lot easier. So I really like Apple and Android CarPlay, especially Apple CarPlay, because that's what I use most. So there's some features for you to help you get through and navigate around your new car. I hope this helps. So let's just go outside and finish off what we need to look at. But that's basically your car in a nutshell. This is a SsangYong Korando Ventura 1.5 petrol automatic in platinum grey, waiting to be delivered to a customer tomorrow. So I hope this little video helps, and if you've got any questions or anything like that, please feel free to give us a call or send us an email. Thank you. Bye.